Hello, this is xeophy.info, online now. Here's the first trilogy that I'm working on. You got The Devil Speaks Binary, Deceptocracy, Artifact of Absence. Then we have a few games. Your typical asteroids, modernized a little bit. Octavian's Odyssey, which is a maze. This is a game I saw a physical version of. If you hit start, then you get that shuffles them up, and you try to get each row, column, and diagonal to equal 38. And then if you want to see how much time you have, it's counting up. So low numbers are better, like golf. And then we got Knight's Tour, classic, uh, make the knight go all the way around without landing on any spaces twice. Looks easy till you've tried it a while. You'll learn a way to do it. And again, it's counting up. Lower scores are better. And then your typical billiards game, you got. So it's not real physics. It's just kind of the collision thing. Um, I know a little bit about physics, so I can. And I've learned some new stuff about pool, and I expect I'll be able to make it work right too, with the spin and the angle that you hit the ball with to get the effects to work. Gonna have to play some pool to make sure I have all that right. And I have my own way of doing astrology. I got some birthdays like JFK. Uh, yeah, this is JFK's birthday, the date he died. And you can see here, I don't know if the time is right on, but it looks like it lines up right here. That's a square. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an inconjunct. Huh. Maybe might have some neat stuff to do with that. And here's a version of Web Basic that I've been working on. The classic got Microsoft. Microsoft from 1977. So you can come in here and you can go, well, 200, print. Oh. Yeah. And then Control C, like the old Apple II. Then we can go list. There's our program. Isn't that wonderful? And then got to come back up here and go there. Wasmon is not working. This is a way that I use this to generate a printed sheet as kind of a visual way of remembering your passwords and making them difficult to decipher. I wouldn't recommend using these as is. It's probably best to change something about it so this doesn't literally have your password in it. That somebody could just put in a row and crack your password. And then see if we can. No, gotta go. Uh, how about this is how you fix that? You go actual size. Mm. And these are. You may have noticed recently that YouTube and other websites uh, are posting code now. This ancient little piece to do the angle brackets, and then a few other things for like quotes and single quote and that sort of thing. Uh, if you search and replace these pesky little characters that are in HTML, necessary parts of HTML, it'll post your code even before it was. I triggered that. I had a search algorithm. It's the previous one in my. It's the previous video to this one that I found a way to sort programs with um, uh, by multiplying. Now, I I was looking at a lot of search algorithm or sort algorithms. Let me show you that. Let me go in that because it's been updated. I think. Let me. Where is it? Ah, it's not here. It's not here. I updated that. I haven't put it on my website yet. But yeah, you can post source code, HTML, CSS, JavaScript in YouTube if you just search and replace all the pesky little characters that make it looks like HTML. It's actually those those special codes for the characters that get recognized as uh, the web languages. So if you take these out, you place single and double quote. It it posts, and nobody knew until I pointed it out. And then uh, I'm not sure if this is working right or not. I have an Atari 130XE. It's just the processor 6502 and the basic ROM and the operating system ROM, and none of the hardware works. So this is just for reference right now to see how the code is working. Let me then we'll just go Command 0. Oh, so this is kind of early on. I got a 6502 working, and then I found all the labels, documented all the labels in the code, and here it is simulation going through a huge number of bytes. Yeah, and you can let me zoom in a little bit, and you can take the counters. See, here's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you put um, 0, 0, 0, 5, and the value 9F, I think. Yeah, see, it's changed. It's changed over here. Yeah, now it's doing something different. And then a breakpoint right here, so I can just start it up again. It does some more interesting stuff. But yeah, uh, if I come up here, so yeah, I have the makings of an Atari, not really an Atari. Let's put it at actual size. And then here's an encryption algorithm. So if you have this as the password and you encrypt the image, you get noise. And if you take the same image and you hit cipher for a second time, it comes back. Let's try that again, but change something. Let's put it into cipher. So here it is all scrambled up. Let me change just one bit. Let's go lowercase c. And we encipher it. And now it's doubly enciphered. Let's go back. Let's put this as B. Do it. So more trash. Put it back to C and do it. And got the original. Isn't that amazing? I believe, I'm not certain of this, but I believe this algorithm, the same algorithm that I have a patent for, is the chip on your credit card. It has a cryptographic number exchange with the credit card chip, and only the bank and the card have the same configuration of the enciphering algorithm. Yeah, so they have that, and then this is something I was trying to try out for. I was trying to figure out a way to factor large numbers. Kind of the same thing, but reversing RSA. If you can figure it out, and I've come a long way since this. If you can figure out how to crack RSA, then it could be a problem for everybody. That's kind of why I invented that credit card chip algorithm. Uh, let me just. I don't need to show my full name anywhere. Hold on. So, anyway, yeah, there's that. And then this is something I'm working on. You can go. Uh, then you can go and command down. Let's see if this is going to do what I expect. No. Command down. No, it's not there. But this is like the Atari memo pad, the ROM memo pad when you first boot up like a 130XE without a cartridge, without a disk drive. It would come up with memo pad, and you could, and so I got the whole alphabet as glyphs, little 16 by 16 pixels, and you go. No. Is that right? And then a period. And then you can go with the shift key. And then caps lock. With a period. Let's do a shift period so it looks like the right thing here. No, it doesn't do. There it is. Hold on. It doesn't work with a caps lock. So there's what a shift period should look like. And this is my base 64 alphabet without the caps. If you take 0 through 9, upper and lowercase a through z, period and a space, that's 64 permutations. And then you put everything else in the other 64 for ASCII. Gives you 128 characters, no sweat. So, yeah. Isn't that cool? 10 plus 26 plus, or no, yeah, 10 plus 26 plus 26 plus 2 gives you 64. Isn't that cool? And all these legacy systems were busy making all these crazy characters for programmers. But this is going to be all that base 64 language. No crazy symbols, just acronyms and stuff. So yeah, I'm working. This isn't going to work, is it? No. Got to come up here. Yeah, so that's my website. And this you can navigate to now and get this page. Thank you.